What will your first action be? Let's say you're on a journey in order to meet a child or a grandchild whom you haven't seen in a long time. What will be going through your mind? It'll be those first few precious moments, the greeting, the warmth of the hug, the pleasure of being in the presence of that special person. So let's now ask, what was going through the mind of Noach in the ark during the 40 days of the flood, as he was contemplating that glorious moment when the earth would be dry again? What would he do? And we find out the answer, because the Torah tells us, Vayachel Noach ish ha'adama vayita karem. Once the flood was over, Noach, man of the earth, recommenced life by planting a vineyard. And then very rapidly, from the grapes that grew, he made wine, and then he became drunk. So now we know what was on Noach's mind. He was looking forward to getting drunk. Rashi very insightfully says that the word Vayachel, in addition to meaning Noach recommenced life from the word hitchil, to start, also comes from the root chol, which is the opposite of kodesh. Kodesh, of course, is that which is sacred, which is holy. So chol is the everyday aspects of life. What Noach did was, instead of looking forward to adding kedusha, that which is sacred, into this world, he was aspiring towards leading a life which was rooted in the ground. So Sforno, one of our great medieval commentators, contrasts here the life of Noach with that of Moshe. He reminds us how at the beginning of the parsha, Noach is described as being Ish Tzaddik, a righteous man, and by the end of the parsha, he is Ish Ha'adama, man of the earth. Whereas Moshe, at the beginning of his life, is described by Yitro's daughters who run home to announce that there's a new man in town, and what did they say? Ish Mitzri hitzi lanu miyadam. An Egyptian man saved us from the other shepherds. Moshe starts out as being the Ish Mitzri, a regular person from within society. And on the day of his death, in Parshat V'zot HaBracha, we're told, he was an Ish HaElokim, a man of God. Therefore, Sforno says, we shouldn't be like Noach, to start out life as being an Ish Tzaddik, angelic children, blessed by being within a great Jewish family environment, with a wonderful education, saturated within a glorious world of Kedusha, only to then proceed through life and gradually to be sucked more and more into the life of that which is chol, to the extent that there is no kodesh anymore, and one becomes an ish ha'adama, with material and physical pleasures being the only essence of one's life. Rather, says Forno, on the contrary, we should be just like Moshe, starting out. Everybody in this world is born in the same way, in a very ordinary fashion, but fired with potential. And let us therefore enable ourselves through the journey of life to eventually become people attached to the Almighty, leading sacred existences. If only we could all be like Moshe, whereby eventually on our dying day people would say, now there was an Ish HaElokim, a true person of God. Shabbat Shalom.